First, the top headlines. CM Biren to take care, valley and center to hills. Manipur Pradesh Congress poo-poo the advice of Home Minister to CM. Irate people torch Rashid's house on the charges of selling looted gun from 7th MR to Kuki militants. The International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking observed. Prime Minister Narendra Modi returns to New Delhi after landmarked visits to US and Egypt. And curfew relaxed for Imphal East, West and Bishnupur districts till 6 p.m. today. Good evening, you're watching the primetime ELITETV English News with me, Jianthuiliu Kahmei. Now straight up to top stories. In a recent meeting with Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren briefed him about the prevailing situation in Manipur Valley and highlighted the need for restoration of peace in the state. The State Chief Minister N. Biren Singh was summoned by the Union Home Minister yesterday by sending a chartered flight. The Home Minister had chaired an all-party meeting the day before yesterday to discuss the developing situation in the state where violence continues unabated with intermittent attacks and arson targeting valley MLAs. The meeting held at Home Minister Amit Shah's official residence was attended by Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly T.H. Satyabarta Singh, Rajya Sabha MP Laishemba Sanajauba, BJP Northeast in charge Sambit Patra and Intelligence Bureau Director. During the meeting, Amit Shah assured the state government of taking maximum responsibility in resolving the issues and assured that separate administration will never be possible, as stated by Biren. The Chief Minister conveys the detail of the meeting with the Union Home Minister during his Day 1 visit to National Capital soon after landing at Imphal Airport on Sunday night. He highlighted the confusion caused by the current situation in the Imphal region, including the arson of properties by mobs, hindrance to security personnel's duties, and a general sense of lawlessness. Biren emphasized that the prevailing situation has severely disrupted the law and order situation in Manipur. As an immediate measure to restore peace, the government plans to engage in talks with various CSOs, stakeholders, and leaders, considering it the last resort to bring about normalcy as advised by Amit Shah, said Biren.
Wathoksi di amani aikoi pen da bachil now singna kharna separate adu tanba da tam aikoi pun lepakan da madu yaroi na thengna ga da bu mota aikoi machine sidai da changaga hekta afang ba singnare hai kari hai rumorship masa pai raga pai badona tawbogi pot ama la kan da aikoi si paumi masa khangatre minister MLA masa khangatre social leader kanano masa khangatre Karino Matar Posiki, I'm a concern with Hui, the way Koina show, Sarusiki, wherever Pum Jacoishu Masi, Karmaito Rukuno, I was a Koyam Kumna Tiri, rule of law, enforced on one of Koyam Kana Honori, me, Paba Punba Koi, Hore, at the Sada but the washing, Sangaramaka the Mimapan, Taramu and a pie. You might have a go down, might have a pipe, might have a Karino, Kainoma. When a Saliba sick, Tenerica knows a quiggy. Tampaki labor perjasing the confused later, bra. Madugi Potuma, Equi, Gomena, Quina, Sida, anxiety, ladies, she's Jamanada. Honorable Union Home Minister, my am serious when the whole Karino Taurise. Aduna, I call last resort, Oina, Amtang, Magi Saitikisu, Karino, Angamba, Matorkanda, Prazamayamsi, Lambi the Soroka Salaga, Pura, while in a hecta over the way type, Lambi Timba, Kotpa, security, the check to Bako, the way the Tamayam River. Nupi ang hekta parga phuba hekta hat dei tawba tawrei mayam si karino haidana no yang tang ining thaune aduga agi sarkar gi leiriba khoi honorable speaker aduga Manipuri MLA mayam civil society mayam si gong tang unaraka wari watai phajana sarkanda karino tawrise karino pami sai ba potama khangtok na bagi tanja du yaure haidana khoi khanaraga lai.
In the meanwhile, working president of Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee KH Divabrata poo-poohed the advice of Home Minister Amit Shah to the Chief Minister of Manipur N. Biren Singh. In a press conference held at Congress Bhavan, BT wrote, Divabrata lambasted the statement of Chief Minister N. Biren that valley area will be looked after by him and hilly areas by Amit Shah. The press conference was attended by many important persons of the party. Divabrata further said the advice given by the Home Minister to Chief Minister of Manipur is very unfortunate. It is indeed a signal of separate administration. Why Amit Shah to look after hilly areas and remaining valley areas by the Chief Minister, he asked.
Haidiba state sarkar amasung central government asina home na haidibasi valley da thoiba sarangna ba se masi moina phangba pawgi matungina moina khanjabadi ngarang semna haibda yaudi mayon mahum marang khangdana MOS ki Manipur ki haugi ba akhoi MP Kabi ki ba inner Lok Sabha ki hujikna MOS External Affairs and Education pubidiba magi mayum mai thari ba aduga Minister Susindro ki mayum mai thana honoram ba godown mai thabna punapum pulamoksida yamna concern oya na Home Minister na haibse Congress party su adugi sensitivity do adum appreciate tawi adugi dana adugi yamna sensitive oiraga Manipur ki praja mayam ama law unaba khonaba chatpa masagi mathau taunaba chatpa kanda arapadagi bunker sa dun leiba militant sing asigi magi bunker sing adigi nomai kapsal iba so iba mayam langi ba mayam china mayon naidaba mayon marang khangdaba violence ma thoglai ibse charang na bse thoglai ibne haibsidi khangna namjal thamaga hairiba kainoge government ki official karage minister karage mafamda so haiduna maduda hakna lauraga kado se tampak ki se marang khangda violence na uhon bse masidi lale charang na bse government ki failure dei thokune ba taina bam khangdana sarkar taina dradi prajadi kai taina do no praja se aduna maram aduna adugi wakhandu makse koine yaningde.
Also in the news, in an unfortunate incident, a house of Muhammad Rashid, age 50 of Kurai, Haigrumakong, Komidok, Sarok Mapal, has been torched by the irate people on the charges that he sold the gun looted from 7th MR to a Kuki militants. The incident took place around 7:30 a.m. today. A large number of people, including Myra Paibi and club members of the area, came pull out Rashid from his house and beaten black and blue. In the meantime, a security team came and saved him. Later, he was taken away by the security force. Talking to ELITETV News, Panchayat member Gafur said, in the looting of gun, a person named Mayang Mayum Hassan, age 47, from Kairang Awang Laikai, was also involved. He further said the members of club and Myra Paibis has already asked him to surrender it to the authority concerned. They have cheated the people by saying that the looted gun was already given to CO7 MR. However, later it came to know that the gun was sold to a Kuki militant. Therefore, his house was burned by locals, Myra Paibis and club members. Many other action will be taken up in consultation with Myra Paibis and members of club at the earliest, he added.
Makoy de laire haina mamang di koina tabadegi adu targedi ikoigi gol mele lakthokpagi matungina koi manang nakpa member natragana pardhan natragana jila habidi manang nakpa MLA da pikhat piu haina harabi matungina ikoi club na hair potu pikala u habido moina mamangda nongmai si koi pi gre sabelema da moi siogi sign ru laire habigi ama sasanba ama paisalaga ikoi du ulaga matam kitang ikoi niem tharaga lairure adugi matungda haiba khulai asi ikoi gi chingi hujik irang asiga yekna bu oiriba ukila laubasida moina pi hre haibi pau tarakpadigi ngasi ayuki pung 9 tabisida man laikai club amadi marai pabisin hauraga mahakasi haiba rasidai bangang asi aikoi mayumdagi chingthoga miyamna phuge kena tawringai kanjida army commando na paisalang miyam chibu tangkhairaga haiba mioi asi rasit asi puhibani pharaga pura aduga miyamna magi yumasi ikoi mai thadokani pendabadagi mana tawriba piriba khulai asi moi ani pigiji koi miyamna puisano de pendabadagi ma sida thamaroi haidana ikoi yumsi mai thadokani makata bosi koi huji khan lagini kalap marai pabisina maksi laikai da thangbisira thamoisira haibudu koi khanana matungda kalap marai pam taba resolution du da ikoi thaboi pangthokani.
As the law order situation has been improved gradually in Imphal East, West and Bishnupur districts, curfew has been relaxed till 6 p.m. today. Markets and shops were opened during the curfew relaxation in 3 districts. People rushed to the market and shops to purchase essential items during curfew relaxation. Traffic was seen as normal as before on the roads. More on news. The Assam Rifles has proven to be ineffective in guarding the porous borders, and as such the entire force must be removed from Manipur, said Kahmei, asking the government to give a deadline for effecting the removal. The people of the state have no faith in the Assam Rifles, and their personal high-ranking officers on occasions have been caught smuggling drugs, prompting people to question their deployment in the state, said Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity Kahmei in a statement today. Explaining how the Assam Rifles has lost the trust of people, Kahmei said, the attempts of the Kuki Chin people who have infiltrated into Manipur from Myanmar and Bangladesh's Chittagong Hill Trek to change Manipur's demography and their exertion in the state's polity had resulted in the present violence against indigenous people. If only the Assam Rifles had done their job and detected the illegal immigrants, the current situation could have been avoided, it said. The Assam Rifles has been here for many years guarding the porous border areas and the hills. If they had detected the infiltrators inhabiting the hill areas and thwarted all attempts to illegally cross the border into Manipur, the demography could not have changed abnormally, said Kahmei. A combined team of the state and central forces recovered 3 51mm mortar shells and 3 84mm mortar shells from a paddy field in the area of Sahum 5 village under Chandal districts, and 1 IED from the paddy field laying in the area between Kahmei and S. Kotivan villages under Jianthuiliu district. The sophisticated arms were recovered by the combined team during an operation continued in different parts of the state to neutralize the prevailing unrest in Manipur over the last 24 hours. As per report, the recovered mortar shells and IED were demolished at the respective spots by the state bomb disposal team. A release by the Manipur Police Control Room also informed that as many as 12 bunkers were destroyed in various districts, both in the hills and the valley, during a combing operation conducted in the last 24 hours in Tamenglong, Imphal East, Bishnupur, Kangpopi, Jianthuiliu and Kaching districts. It maintains that a total of 1,100 arms and 13,702 ammunition and 250 bombs of different kinds have been recovered till date. The release also highlighted that the situation in Manipur is tense but under control in some places, with some sporadic incidents but normal in most districts. Narcotic Affairs and Border NAB Manipur today observed the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking at the campus of NAB office, Imphal, Manipur. During the program, Senior SP NAB K. Megachandra Singh, OC NAB, BS officers and personnel of NAB Manipur took pledge to cooperate in stopping the drug abuse, not to consume any illegal drugs, and create awareness about ill effect of drug. The Manipur Baptist Convention Center Church Imphal held a fasting and mass prayer session to restore normalcy and bring peace in Manipur yesterday. MBC Center Church Pastor Reverend Zuanka Mangdaimai, General Secretary Reverend K. Losi Mao and Swelling Hope Chiru led the fast and the prayer. The congregation shared the grief and pain of the victims of the present crisis and prayed for their rehabilitation and peace. Speakers at the event, a day of fasting and prayer, said the unfortunate violence that broke out on May 3rd has claimed lives of several people and displaced thousands of people from their homes. Praying for an end to the conflict and to avoid recurrence of similar incidents in the future, they called on all political leaders, civil society organizations, leaders of churches and security forces to bring peace and protect the lives and properties of the people. A search operation was conducted by combined force of Patsoy Police, Women Police, Commando Imphal West, BSF 44GR and Assam Rifles of 9th Sector at Moidangpok, Kunau, Imphal. No one was arrested and seized any weapons during the search operation. The operation was started from 9 a.m. and continued till 11 a.m. Villagers of the Moidangpok, Kunau extended cooperation during the search operation. Speaking to ELITETV News, Secretary of the Western Modern Club, Romeo, said, "Our club has extended during the search operation. Our villagers wanted to restore peace in Manipur. However, he expressed his dissatisfaction over the statement of Chief Minister to the villagers mentioned during a press meet held at Imphal International Airport yesterday."
State government amadi central da aina hajaning basi akoi di ngarang ngahan si akoi apunba akoi honorable union minister na apunba political party gi mifam ma Delhi da kauraba matungda ngarang si amu akoi honorable CMC koksan gare koksala kanda adudagi mana thula kanda airport ta sum akoi na press no unajabada mana hai akoi gi villagers sing maruina peripheral area da leiri bajing jida akoi gi public sing sina nga aga wana hing tumda nga akpaji tobiganu state force na nga kane na mana di haiba adu sum akoi gi wakalda yamna sum nokning bo fawe mamdi kai gino kanda sarkar gi side ta hai tare sumaina akoi yopak thangjong na pai ga ngak pana di yaroi moi koki kangu nu kumdaraga no moi amone kapakda koi di ho tha chelakani aduna akoi gi sarkar gi side gi khanga pi haibadana hajan hai kando only for security forces aduju se BDF na ayambane adumai thabire yemo hajik leiriba trans critical si situation jida akoi chang taragadi personal mari duna kaidobung amdoino si amtang akoi gi club ki site gi duga akoi gi khun gi site gi question amtang hangjaninge aduna akoi si hojik si normal pore haibidi yagi hoi ai gi wakal da hai tare maram di kai gi no kan akoi gi thamoida praja singji gi thamoida chingna baje kok pulai tari baje powda aduna akoi ji ahing ngaktana tumba changbi wo imungda yumda inena ta na hana dongla leibi hai tardi akoi gi matik chana akoi gi kari paramilitary forces nataba state security forces si matik chana sigi akoi gi peripheral oiriba hot zone oiriba jaga jida deploy to biu thambiu.
Situation is tense but under control in some places with almost no untoward incident during the last 24 hours, but normal in most districts. State police and central forces are continuously conducting patrolling, flag marches, and cordon and search operations in vulnerable areas, both in hill and valley districts. During the last 24 hours, state police and central forces conducted search operation in the vulnerable and fringe areas of Imphal West, Kakching, Kangpokpi and Churachandpur districts. About 110 nakas checkpoints are installed in different districts of Manipur, both in the hill and the valley, and police has detained 185 persons in connection with curfew violations in different districts of the state. Movement of essential items is ensured along National Highway 37. A total of 300 loaded vehicles left Jeribam for Imphal and 356 loaded vehicles left None for Imphal today. Appeal is made to general public to extend all possible help in bringing normalcy in the state, to clarify any rumor by dialing rumor-free number 9233 5 22822. of Central Control Room and also to return and deposit arms, ammunition and explosives to the police or security forces immediately. Now moving on, a new sale point for OMSS rice in the district was opened today at S. Quadlian village, taking the total of such sales points to 4. Deputy Commissioner Shri Dharun Kumar S. Additional DCs Shri Khai Khopau Ngaite and Shri Jameson Hang Singh opens the OMSS rice sale points today at S. Khotlian. Other sales points are Mini Secretariat Complex, Tuibung, ADCC Town Office, Hyangtam Lamka and Lamka South BDO Office, Komintang. Rice is being distributed at the rate of Rs 32 per kg to the public. Each household is entitled 5 kgs of rice per day under the scheme. Let's take a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Welcome you all to UNACO College, Kongman, Imphal East, an exclusive co-educational college offering both BA and BAc courses. UNACO College will be affiliated to Manipur University, Kanchipur. First academic session will begin in July 2023. Hurry up! Registrations and admissions open for 2023-24 academic session.
Diabetes ka loina na hinglibusing tha amagi manungda fahanba ngamle. Khong hamba nungai tabasu numit mangani gi manungda fahanba ngamle. Piles haibadi nungsang nabasu chama da chama fahanba ngamle. Cholesterol wangba numit kunida normal oina lehenba ngamle. BP wangbasu tha amagi manungda normal da lehenba ngamle. Pumnamak natural oiba anauba hidak makalsingna laying jabani. Haksang da sokadaba side effect amata leite. Makatana hidak chabagi mathausu tararoi. Akopa moral gidamak na simaglengsin birau Diabetes Hospital, Jennings Road near Punjab National Bank, Porompat.
Admission open. Manipur ki mapanda chatrabasu yaraba best quality education ga loinana Saraswati Institute of Management and Paramedical Science pangai. Manipur University da affiliated tauba Indian Nursing Council amadi Pharmacy Council of India na recognized tauraba college asida chaliba academic session asigi akagnaba sit masingi admission housere. Coursing adudi BSc Nursing, Diploma in Pharmacy, Bachelor of Pharmacy, BSc Forensic Science, BSc Radiology and Imaging Technology, BSc RIT, BSc Medical Laboratory Technology, BSc MLT, amadi BSc Operation Theatre Technology Operation, BSc OTT, high-river coursing asigi scholarship ki kudong saba su pangbigani, amadi meritorious students singi oiba tongan ba kudong saba mayam amalegani. Akopa morog dama 9856575163. College address Pangai opposite MPTC da lengbidaktuna ngasimak kudong saba silowiu. Admission open. Kosem da affiliate tauraba Uripo Coach namlekai Kangsup Road leiba Competitive Success Academy gi academic session 2023-24 gi class 11 science ki admission housere. School asi experience oiraba maming leiraba oza singna satra satri singbo takpi tambiri. ISE 2023 mai pak ngamrakraba satra satri singbo school asi ki maikei dagi nungai ba phongdorakle. Admission fee hana lupa lising tara oiramba adu leiba ki irang na kudong sadaba singi yenglaga lupa lising mga khaktamak oiragani. Adum oinamak relief camp to leiba satra singi oina lemna mahitamba ki kudong saba su pizari. Special features ta medical amadi engineering tamningba satra singi su kudong saba kaya ama pizari. Audio visual class, biometric attendance system, asonba satra singi oiba extra class, separate hostels for boys and girls, bus amazung van service ki kudong saba pizari. Ngasibag lengsin biro Competitive Success Academy Uripo Koshnam Lekay Imphal. 40 years of trusted diagnostic service, Babina Diagnostics.
Welcome back. You're watching the Primetime ELITETV English News. Now moving on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reached Delhi last night after concluding his 6-day visits to the US and Egypt. During the visit, Prime Minister Narendra Modi signed several landmark agreements with two countries. Mr. Modi was received at the Palam airport by BJP National President JP Nadda, Minister of State for External Affairs Meenakshi Lakhi and other party MPs. The Prime Minister had embarked on his visits to the US on June 20 and in New York, he led a historic event at the UN headquarters to commemorate the 9th International Day of Yoga on June 21st. Later in Washington, D.C., Mr. Modi was given a red carpet welcome at the White House by President Biden. The two leaders held a historic summit, followed by PM Modi's address to Congress and a state dinner hosted at the White House by the Bidens in his honor. The visit was marked by several major deals to boost cooperation in key areas such as defense, space and trade. An agreement between Hall and GE for the joint production of F414 aircraft engines was one of the major achievements of Prime Minister Modi's visits to the US. The Prime Minister arrived in Cairo on Saturday, June 24th, after concluding his high-profile state visits to the US and was received at the airport by Egyptian Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouly. During the visits, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today met Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi for bilateral talks in Cairo and discussed ways to further strengthen the strategic partnership between the two countries. The leaders discussed ways to further deepen the partnership between the two countries, including in trade and investment, defense and security, renewable energy, cultural and people-to-people ties. An agreement to elevate the bilateral relationships to a strategic partnership was signed by the leaders. 3 MOUs in the fields of agriculture, archaeology, and antiquities and competition law were also signed. President Sisi also conferred Prime Minister with Order of the Nile, which is Egypt's highest state honor award. This is the 13th such highest state honor that various countries across the world have conferred upon Mr. Modi. The Defense Minister Rajnath Singh will address Security Conclave and review the political scenario in Jammu and Kashmir today. The conclave will be held at the General Zorawar Singh Auditorium in Jammu University, which will be attended by ex-servicemen, writers, journalists and other senior security experts. The minister is arriving in Jammu on a day-long visit. The Security Conclave is part of the Bharatiya Janata Party's ongoing program to highlight the 9-year achievements of Prime Minister Narendra Modi-led government. Following the conclave, Rajnath Singh will visit the BJP office at Trikuta Nagar and meet with senior party leaders to discuss the current political security situation in Jammu and Kashmir. BJP is organizing several programs as part of its month-long Mahajan Sampark Abhiyan to commemorate the completion of 9 years of the Modi government at the center. Also in the news, the 3-day meeting of the Infrastructure Working Group under the G20 Summit in Uttarakhand will begin at Narendra Nagar, Rishikesh today. A total of 63 delegates from G20 member states, invitees and international organizations have arrived in Narendra Nagar to participate in the meeting. During the 3-day event, various official meetings and cultural programs have been planned for the delegates. Apart from formal discussions, the delegates will experience the rich culture and beautiful landscapes of Rishikesh. The presidency has also arranged an excursion for the delegates on the afternoon of 28 June and has planned a yoga retreat on 26 June. The G20 Infrastructure Working Group will deliberate on various aspects of infrastructure investment, including developing infrastructure as an asset class, promoting quality infrastructure investment, and mobilizing financial resources for infrastructure investment. The key priority to be discussed in this meeting is financing tomorrow's cities, inclusive, resilient, and sustainable, among other priorities. Central Railway has announced the operation of Ganpati special trains to facilitate travel during the Ganpati festival, as a large number of people travel to villages to celebrate the festival. According to Central Railways, in order to meet the festival rush ahead of Ganesh Chaturthi, Railway will run 156 Ganpati special trains. These trains will run on various routes, including stations between the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj terminus, Mumbai, Panvel, and Sawan, Wadi, Ratnagiri, Pune, Karmali, Kudal to clear the extra rush of passengers during the Ganpati festival. The festivities, which will be celebrated in September, will see a surge in the number of passengers. The trains will provide convenient travel options for passengers. Over 200 people, including tourists and locals, have been left stranded after a flash flood hit Himachal Pradesh, Mandi police said on Sunday. The police added that a road was shut due to a flood following a cloud burst around a bridge, causing a bus carrying students and many vehicles to get stuck. A video of the incident has surfaced online. Let's take a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Admission open. Manipur University Kanchipur gi manakta leba Temple of Learning Toll amasung Temple of Learning Degree College ki 2023-2024 gi admission tawjari. 11 class Science, Arts amasung Commerce. Degree College gi na General course ta BA amasung BSc, Professional Degree course ta BBA amasung BCA ni. CCTV camera na monitor tawraba classroom amadi campus matik charaba playground, well equipped tawraba Science, Arts amasung laboratory taret. Lising kaya gi larik leraba library ahum, quality education bu pamjaba mahiroi Mama Mapa amasung guardian singna athubada mingchan bihau sit akaknabani selection test leiroi ahan lakpada kudong sab pizegani agopa marol office dagi mobile website amadi online kuthang dagi phangbigani.
Admission open, R&T Institute and Aviation Academy ke Lakatori Station 2023-24 ke admission Hausare Institute as the Ministry of Corporate Affairs Government of India na well recognized Tauraba amati 5-year service complete oiraba Manipur da amatangairaba Air Hostess Training Institute amani class 12 pass Tauraba Mahairoi Singna tungi afaba career amati aviation industry da changningba singna mingchan biba yaragani male and female punna apply toba yaraba 10 to 15 years flying experience lairaba trainer singna train tauriba 100 plus students placement pikraba institute asida tongan ba course singi khudong chaba lecture course sing adudi international air hostess training, airport operation and staff training, ground handling loina soft skill, career counseling, interview skill, spoken English and Hindi, grooming, guest lecturer session, resume making, mock interview, service classes, first aid, interview preparation, Zumba class, swimming class amati airport visits. Institute asiki staff single loinana placement assistance ki damag Imphal amati atopa state sing dasu khudong chaba pizari khudong chaba sing asiki damag 12 standard loiraba students singna institute asida lakpiduna akupa marol tanabiu amati online inquiry ki damag contact number asida call tawbiduna tanabiu 700597047 natraga 8132092225.
SS Career Solution na chahi tara hena khunai sida leiriba naharol singbu achumba sinfam ama khangjanabagi khudong chaba du mapung fana pina bagi damak specialized oiraba team kaya semdona angang singbu nauringai dagi khoiga chanaba sinfam gi maramda singna mari makhong taktuna afaba khunai ama oiraknaba hona duna ngasi fawbalak Career Solution amagi chap chana guidance thiba haibasi arriba dinate adubu ipurgedi thoina nungsa thiningai oitre SS Career Solution na akaknaba plan amadi expertise singa putsinduna sacha khaknatana community level dagi hauraga adom gi khwaidagi chanaba sinfam adu mai pakna chatnanaba sem sagani aikhoigi mamal yamlaba naha singbu tungge chuwa lambel amada lamjing haurasi SS Career Solution na piriba khudong chaba singasi khopna khanta haurasi
Welcome back. You're watching the primetime ELITETV English News. Now more on national news. At least 10 people died and 8 others were injured following a head-on collision between two buses in Odisha's Ganjam. The fire services teams and local police rescued all the injured and rushed them to hospital, the SP said. State CM Naveen Panek expressed grief over the incident and announced an ex gratia of 3 lakh rupees each for the deceased families. A BJP worker, Sanjay Bhagat, was reportedly injured after several shots were fired at a party event in Bihar's Madhepura following an altercation. The accused, identified as Pankaj Patel, belongs to the BJP and allegedly used his licensed pistol to shoot at the victim, reports said. Bhagat's supporters allegedly beat the accused following the incident. Union Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has reacted to former US President Barack Obama's remarks that India could potentially start pulling apart if minority rights aren't protected. Sitharaman said that 6 Muslim majority nations were bombed by the US during Obama's tenure as president. She also highlighted that PM Modi has received high honors from 6 Muslim majority nations. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath on Sunday inaugurated the Parthala Bridge, which connects Noida to Greater Noida West. Built at a cost of about 80 crore rupees, the signature flyover is the first cable-stayed bridge in Noida. CM Adityanath inaugurated and laid the foundation stone of projects worth 1,718.66 crore in Gautam Buddha Nagar. India Meteorological Department IMD has forecast isolated heavy to very heavy rainfall over east central and parts of northwest India during next 5 days. Heavy to very heavy rainfall is likely over Odisha, Rajasthan, Uttarakhand, West Uttar Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh today. Met Department said conditions are favorable for further advance of southwest monsoon into some more parts of Gujarat, Rajasthan, Haryana, Punjab and remaining parts of Jammu and Kashmir during today and tomorrow. Delhi will witness generally cloudy sky with moderate rain today. The maximum temperature will hover around 30 degrees Celsius and the minimum around 23 degrees Celsius. Met Department has issued a yellow alert in Delhi for today and tomorrow. Light to moderate rain and thunder showers are expected to hit Delhi in the coming days and the sky condition will remain generally cloudy. Monsoon hit Delhi 2 days ahead of schedule yesterday and brought cheer and relief from the sultry heat to Delhi Heights. For ELITETV News Channel, contact the email address info@elitv.in or 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Before we wind up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. CM Biren to take care Valley and Center to Hills. Manipur Pradesh Congress poo-poo the advice of Home Minister to CM. Irate people torch Rasid's house on the charges of selling looted gun from 7th MR to Kuki militants. The International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking observed. Prime Minister Narendra Modi returns to New Delhi after landmark visits to US and Egypt. And curfew relaxed for Imphal East, West and Bishnupur districts till 6 p.m. today. That brings us to the end of the news. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful evening ahead.